Very cool.
Very cool. We got some very graphics folks in the office. So for those of you who just missed the first little commercial for Bitcoin Basics ever, we just want to say welcome you all to Bitcoin Business Basics. I am your host, Najah Roberts. We do Bitcoin Business Basics one time per month because what we're doing is bringing extraordinary businesses to our community that can help our community, but helping other business owners figure out how they can go about accepting Bitcoin. We're bringing innovative ideas to our community. And we just want to make sure that you hear all the different opportunities and things that are available to you as it relates to Bitcoin specifically. And this gentleman I met just about a week and a half or two now. He came in to talk with us about actually running commercials on some of the programs that we do. And after I heard about his business and what commercials he was wanting to run, I thought that this was an incredible thing for our community. Why is it incredible? Because people are always looking at ways they can get Bitcoin without having to buy it. And so his business has, I want to call what I would call an old idea that he has now brought back into the digital space. And so, with that, before we find out about his company, I'd like to introduce to you all this gentleman named Enrique. And again, he is both on stage in Clubhouse, but he is live above our heads on Clubhouse. You can click the link and you can see us live if you like to, just to reset the room. So, welcome, Enrique, to Bitcoin Business Basics. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing incredible, incredible. So I know that you are in the Los Angeles area. And before we get into actually what your app does and what you're doing for the community, just tell us a little bit about you, how you were raised, where you came from,
Absolutely.
a little bit about you.
So, born and raised, I'm a Los Angeles native. I've been here all my life. Getting a little feedback. Give me one second. Let me turn that down. Okay. Yeah, born and raised in Los Angeles. I grew up in Silver Lake most of my life, and after that, kind of bounced around, to different places. Um, Essentially, my before I got into blockchain, I actually worked in entertainment. So, I did everything from producing to writing to even some acting. You can actually IMDb me. So if anybody wants a link, go ahead and make a comment to my IMDb. I hate saying that, but it's the truth, right? So
Right. Well, you got to let people know. And we always say that, folks.
yeah,
Don't trust, verify. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah.
Enrique Almeida, and it's
Yes.
spelled Almeida. For those of you that are on Clubhouse and cannot see him, you can go to IMBD. That's where people are listed as superstars in the industry. So you can go look them up if you like to. So you started off in the entertainment industry.
Correct. Right out of school, out of high school, it was a passion of mine, and growing up in the city, sometimes some of the only safe things you can do is to go see a movie, So every weekend, like clockwork, my mom would take us to the Beverly Center and we'd watch films, sometimes back to back.
Wow. And
So
so, did you get any formal training in this space? Like,
yeah, so once I spent about a good 6 months to a year doing it right out of school, I went and studied Meisner at the actual Meisner Academy. As crazy as that sounds. So these things were amazing experiences, being able to become other people and other characters really makes you understand other people's perspective and how to have empathy towards them. And
okay.
that's what I really like about it the most. So, huh.
And one of the things that struck me about you when I met you, you were very personable, again, very down to earth, just somebody I felt like I could rock with in this Bitcoin space. And so, I just have to ask you, why did you quit the entertainment industry? Like, and
No,
I'm not gonna say quit,
it's a
but
great question. You know, the last couple of years, work was slowing down a little bit. which is fine because as an actor you kind of live off the residuals. Um, but then the pandemic hit, and then there was no work.
Right.
And I guess I'm just don't have it in me to just sit around. I just can't do it. And so I went back to school full time to Santa Monica College, um, more than full time, and literally got my degree in web programming from Santa Monica College and learned how to code. Um, it was
Which
hard, but
you
I hit
learn
it and I hit it until I learned it.
what did you
Um,
learn? Which application did you learn how to code?
Well, the one I used to build Binks is Code Igniter. So it's a
Right.
PHP based CMS. So it allows you to basically take certain parts and set them up so that you don't have to build it from scratch. That's the best way we can kind of describe Code Igniter. So that's the actual content management system that I used to build Binks out of. And I spent literally the 2 years that I was the 2.5, almost 3 years that I was in college, essentially just plugging away at this application. And then I met some other developers, and I started learning from them, and using obviously Skype and Zoom, and just kind of going back and forth and asking questions, and I got myself up to this point.
Well, you know what? That's an incredible story because what I've started preaching to our community on certain platforms is that we need to learn the basic new
Yes,
language.
yes,
So, not Spanish, not French.
yes. Coding is the future. Code is the
Code
future.
is the new language, and we need
Yes.
to learn it. And even
Yes.
if we don't plan on building our own, developing our own apps, we at least need to understand the basics because when we hire people to code and develop, we want to know what they're doing and if they're leaving back doors open and all these other things. And unless we learn this new basic language called coding, well, it's actually the new basic language is computer language,
Hmm.
which is coding. I'm going to keep preaching that. I'm going to really, really push that for all of
It,
our
and even if you don't even start your own business, that's a skill that nobody can take from you, and it's a skill that you can take anywhere in the world, and is needed.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, I'm glad that you shared that. So you built this app yourself.
Yeah, me and my two guys in India, we spent maybe a good year, all of last year. God, I kid you not, maybe till 3 or 4 in the morning every day, because their schedule's on the opposite side. So I had to sit there and code with them day and night. That's what it took. I just want to say that to the audience, because I want everybody to know that it is not easy. I don't want to make it seem easy.
Well, I don't want you to make it seem easy. That's
Yeah.
why we're here
Yeah.
talking on Bitcoin business basics because people have to know in order to be an entrepreneur, most of the time, and I'm going to say most because I can't generalize because some people have it easy and they
Mhm.
make it big and it's easy for them. But there are a lot of us that put in a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of
Mhm.
energy, a lot of sacrifice. And building a business sometimes takes, not sometimes, all the time
Always, yes.
more effort than being an employee where you can show up and do a 9 to 5 because some nights you don't sleep. Some nights you sleep in your office.
Yeah.
Some nights you do some of the things that you don't want to do. And I have a famous saying that I always say to myself, today I will do what others won't. So tomorrow I can do what others can't.
Yes.
And that keeps me going, that keeps me pushing because it's hard. Last week I spent the night in my office. The week before last, I spent the week a night in my office. And so, I have relatives that say, I saw your light on the other night in the middle of the night.
Is everything okay?
Have your light on. No, I didn't leave my light on. I was in there. You should have stopped by and said hello. And so it's those types of things that business owners need to know. When you are working to reach a goal, like you've got to put in more than others.
Yeah.
You've got to make it happen because if it is to be, it is up to me. And
Yeah.
I say that to myself all the time. And it's not really all up to me, but the majority of it is up to me to see that things get done. And so I appreciate you sharing that information. So let's get back to this app.
Yeah.
So
So let me go ahead. If Erica, could you share the screen, the share screen? There we go. Awesome. Okay. So give me one
Let me
second.
let me reset while you're doing this. For those of you that are on Clubhouse, if you click on the link above Enrique's head, you can actually see the screen. We are definitely live, and we appreciate you coming to visit us on Clubhouse for the very first time. At Crypto Blockchain Plug is the club name. Hopefully, you press the green house above because we're going to have most of our events, other than the things that we do with the Black Bitcoin Billionaires, they will be on the on Crypto Blockchain Plug, or for anything that does not specifically relate to Bitcoin in its totality, but this one actually does. So you all will really be surprised about what we're going to have the opportunity to do and to get Bitcoin without us having to buy it. I'm super
Yes.
excited about that. So go ahead and take it away, Enrique.
So, what is the problem with Bitcoin right now, right? I mean, everybody's excited about it. Everybody's, talking about it at this point. I do remember when Bitcoin was a thing that people tell me, take your internet money and go somewhere else with it. I don't know what you're talking about. But now people are starting to realize that it's the future. But still, we're at the ground floor. Right now, currently, only 17% of the US population owns Bitcoin, right? So how do we get to the other 282 million people? Now, that's not an opportunity. I don't know what is. And let me show you how you can do it. Binks will be a solution. So let me play a short video for you guys because, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then a video is worth a million, right?
Hold on to your video really quick because
Okay,
I got to ask you something I forgot.
sure.
How long have you been in Bitcoin?
Well, I want to say I first kind of found out about it. What's interesting, I first found out about it in, I want to say 2018, 2017. But I didn't believe it at first, honestly. I had to mine my own Bitcoin before I believed it. So I actually made a mining rig at that time, bought the GPUs, and started mining Litecoin and trading it for Bitcoin. So I would mine the Litecoin because the hash rate was much lower. Now, what's a hash rate, right? That is the calculations that the video card has to make to organize the blockchain, right? Which is the ledger that holds all the transactions in Bitcoin.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
We
So
appreciate you sharing that.
I made my own mining rig, and once I made my own mining rig, I believed it. Then I was like, okay, this is for real. This is true. I'm gonna now focus my this next part of my career in this technology and blockchain.
All right. So Enrique is going to show us his video. You have a brief opportunity to click the link above his head on Clubhouse and watch the video. But you'll be able to see this as a replay on you'll be able to see this as a replay on YouTube and on our Facebook channel as well. So go ahead, Enrique.
Absolutely. Let me know if the sound doesn't come in for some reason. Okay.
Okay.
So you keep hearing about Bitcoin, but you don't know where to start? Well, try Binks.com. It's a Bitcoin wallet that allows you to buy, sell, receive, send, store, and of course, cash out your Bitcoin. And we offer the same service for dollars, so you can receive, send, store, and deposit directly into your bank account. So you might say, okay, that's all well and good, but I don't have any extra cash to buy Bitcoin. And even then, where would I spend it? Easy. Here, let me show you. We have a marketplace where you can buy or sell almost anything. So if you have a phone or a bike you want to buy or sell, post it for sale or purchase it in our marketplace for dollars or Bitcoin. Maybe you provide a service, like a plumber or a personal trainer. You can register your service and accept Bitcoin or dollars today. Do you own a business, like a flower or hardware store, or even a restaurant? You too can let tens of thousands of customers like you know that you accept dollars and Bitcoin as payment. Are you a portable food vendor, like a food truck or an ice cream cart? In our commerce section, you can turn on and off your location so your customers can find you wherever you might be. As you can see, we have benefits and opportunities for everyone. But better yet, we also have an affiliate program, so you can earn affiliate commissions when someone you introduce uses Binks. That's right, earn commissions for sharing it with people. All this and the wallet is free. So here, let me show you how easy it is. Simply go to the internet browser on your phone, type in binks.com, that's Binkx.com, and then click on sign up. So what are you waiting for? Get some Bitcoin today at binks.com.
So just so we're clear, we're introducing Binks today, and we do not have an affiliate code because this is not about money. This is about giving our community access
Yes.
to a tool that they can use to acquire Bitcoin. So why did I think this was so awesome? Again, as you all know, we have our own wallet. We definitely want to make sure that accessibility is most important in our community, but we do not have a platform right now like a Craigslist where you can post your items for sale and allow people to buy them with Bitcoin. Like that is incredible. So we have our very own Bitcoin Craigslist. It's called Binks, you all. So you can go in your closet, find those unwanted or shoes or purses, vases, whatever it is, bicycles, whatever you have that you're willing to part with this Thanksgiving, Christmas, you can sell it and earn Bitcoin. This is incredible. I am super excited about it. I can't wait to start posting. In fact, I've been waiting for us to really put together all the things that we have at our house that we're going to be posting on Binks because we're going to have a whole platform set up so we can earn Bitcoin this Christmas season for stuff that we don't use anyway. A lot of the stuff we do give to the homeless, but there are some things that I would really like to put on Binks, and we're going to do that. Our family is ready. The kids are starting to put their stuff to the side because they're going to make their own money on Binks, and we're going to make their own Bitcoin on Binks. So, so tell us what
Yeah.
else Binks is
So
about. So finish
let
up.
me let me go ahead. So one of the here are the benefits, right? So it's easy to use, right? So I'm literally going to show you live how simple this is. Okay, so these are two actual phones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send dollars. Now you can send dollars or Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. Either or works. So I will send it from one user to another. Check this out. So if I click up here, testing 2021. So I'm going to send it to testing 2021. So click send, right? Enter the username. So it's this simple, testing 2021. I'm going to send $1. Now it's real easy, right? All you got to do is use the Bitcoin box if you want to send Bitcoin, or the dollar box if you want to send dollars.
Wow.
And then I'm going to click on send. Now this one has 18, right? So I'm going to click on send. It's going to ask me, am I sure? Yes. And there it is, 0.98 received. So let me go ahead and refresh. And now he has $19 and some change. That's it. And it works just the same for Bitcoin, by the way.
That is super, super simple.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask the questions that are hard because of the
Yes,
fact that
please.
I am very guarded of our community.
Please.
So let's say I put or somebody puts a bicycle up here on Binks for sale. How do and I'm going to bring people to the stage to ask questions in just a minute. So if you raise your hand, I'm definitely going to bring you up for questions. How do I know that they actually have that bicycle for sale? And then how do I get it after I've sent them my Bitcoin? Because people can start to purchase, people can start to purchase false items on here just to acquire my Bitcoin. So how does that work? What
Yes. So
mechanism do
so
you have?
currently, we only have it so that you'd have to meet up with the person. So you'd have to message them. Now where is the messaging? It's right here. Let me click on this one. Hold on. Messages right here. So you'll actually see here a message, right? So you'll actually get a message saying, "Hey, this user is interested in your product. You know, I want to see it. What time do you want to meet up?" Um, Very much in the next 6 months to a year, we want to set it up so that we're able to have you be able to mail it back and forth, just like eBay does. So yeah, that's where we're at as far as progress with that goes.
So this is geographical. So if I have a
Correct.
vase, if I'm in Los Angeles and I'm selling a vase,
Hmm.
and I'm selling that vase for, whatever in Bitcoin,
Hmm.
$10 in Bitcoin. So I would literally have to meet up with the person and then do the transaction obviously because I have to get my vase, or they have to get the vase from me.
Hmm. And you'll do the transaction just like you saw a second ago. The same thing.
So I guess I'm asking, and maybe some of the audience can ask as well. So how do we know that we can trust this person that we're going to meet, and they're not going to force us to give them Bitcoin, and they don't actually have the base? What have you done to safeguard?
Okay,
Someone
so we do have all transactions are recorded, right? So as you can see here, right? Testing 2021, $1. We have it all there. We also have we carry their IP address, and when you sign up, you have to put in your phone number, which is obviously linked to you. So if there's any kind of criminality like that, then we'll handle it as necessary. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm only asking that
Oh,
because
yeah, it makes sense.
this is the Bitcoin app in comparison to Craigslist or something like that.
Hmm.
I know here in Los Angeles, because you live in Los Angeles with
Hmm.
me,
Yeah.
when you get something off Craigslist, you typically want to meet people in a public place to make sure that you get your product and you give them the money, but then they don't come back and rob you and take the money back and have the product. So Bitcoin would be no different. So I just wanted to make sure, we were clear as to how we could make sure that we would get our Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin would show up on this app after we give them that actual item,
Yes.
and vice versa. Because that, and again, that becomes a very, and we've got to trust that the process works right. So, and I'm always going to keep it out there because I want our community to be safe when doing these transactions.
And that's the thing. That's what I want to understand is that this wallet is truly for building a community. Without people using it in the community sense, it won't work. That's the truth, right? So, whatever it really takes to make the community happy and make it work, I'm there. I'm for it. So,
So,
yes.
so let me ask you the next question. Have you come up with a way to rate the sellers and the buyers? So when I go to buy something, I
We're doing that right now, as a matter of fact.
know 5 stars.
We're coding that out right now.
So
That's
you're
smart. We're
okay.
coding that out right now. We're probably gonna do it as a part of the January launch, where you'll be able to kind of rate buyers and sellers on how they are as far as personality, friendliness, all of those things. So yeah, it's
Okay.
happening. That's smart. That's good that you. Wow. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, we have to be that way
no,
because
no, it makes yeah.
so if somebody is in Maryland, they can download this app and start utilizing it right now.
They don't have to download an app. All they have to do is go to Binks.com, Binkx.com. There's no app to download.
So how, and I understand they're going to have to try to help build out their area.
Mhm.
So if they're in Maryland and nobody else is on Binks right now in Maryland selling their goods for Bitcoin, what would you suggest they do to try to get a community of users in that area so that they can start to trade with each other?
Absolutely. So one of the great things about it, and in the video we talk about it, right? We have an affiliate program. So if you look at the app right here in back office, right, and you see release date 2021 11/15. So what is that? When you tell someone about Binks and they sign up using your username, every time that they make a transaction, you'll get a tiny commission for it. So that incentivizes people to share and use the app. So as you build a community out, guess what? If you have a community that then finds a restaurant or a business and you're getting a little piece of every single transaction, why wouldn't you sell it and build a community?
That's awesome. Is
So
that is that commission being paid in Bitcoin?
in Bitcoin, yeah. So if they use Bitcoin to do the transaction, it gets paid in Bitcoin. If they use dollars to do the transaction, then you get paid in dollars.
So I am now signed up
Mhm.
under Crypto Blockchain Plug.
Yeah.
I have my Binks account, and now I disseminate this information to everybody that comes through the door because
Yeah.
now they can earn Bitcoin by taking old stuff in their house, selling it on Binks, getting Bitcoin for the thing that they're selling. I can get a little piece of Bitcoin every single time.
Yes.
How much Bitcoin do I have to acquire before I can move my Bitcoin off Binks into my personal wallet?
Yes. So we have a minimum just because of the network fees of $50. Because we don't want to charge like 20, because then if the network fee is $18, then we lose on that transaction.
So,
So
so $50.
yeah, $50 minimum. But that doesn't mean that's only for on blockchain. So if you were to actually say, let me send using a Bitcoin address, right? So you want to send using an address, right?
Mhm.
You would paste the Bitcoin address right there. You
Uh-huh.
can actually enter the amount in USD in case you don't know the Bitcoin value, so to speak. And you click send.
Okay. So I'm going to ask one more question and then I'm going to go to the business side of this. So I'm a consumer. I go home today. I find a pair of high heels that I'm never going to wear again because I now wear Chuck Taylors. I sell them on Binks for Bitcoin.
Yes.
Bitcoin is deposited in my wallet on the Binks platform.
Mhm.
I I meet somebody up. I give them the shoes. They send me the Bitcoin on the Binks wallet.
Mhm.
I can immediately that day take that $100 and
Mhm.
put it in $100 worth of Bitcoin into my own private wallet.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can send using the username. So liquidity is one of those things that you got it. It's so important because there are so many places that are getting into the blockchain space and offer no liquidity. So from the beginning, that was something that I really wanted to strive for. So just like any other wallet, right here in Send, you can literally go use address and send the Bitcoin. Now, if you want to cash out, so to speak, right? So here we go. Let me go to home. I'm going to click on the hamburger menu again. And right here under withdraw. So here, this email, right? So you'll enter the amount you want to receive. So let's say you want to receive, I don't know, $10. You're trying to cash out $10, right? And you click submit. You'll receive an email where you can either direct deposit, right? Or you can direct deposit online, or you can print out your check and actually take it to the bank.
What?
Yes, 100%. I'm being serious.
That is awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I'd rather so if somebody if I listed that same pair of shoes online on Binks, let me be specific. If I posted that same pair of shoes online on Binks
Hmm.
for $100 and somebody gave me or sent me $100 in cash,
Hmm.
I could then convert it on the app to Bitcoin as well.
Correct. Yes.
And then I could still then take that $100 and put it into my own private wallet.
Absolutely.
And there's no holding period.
No, no. Usually, we for the check cash, it usually happens the same day. If not, then it takes maybe like 24 hours or something like that. That's how we've been doing. Now we can do it much quicker, but once we have the infrastructure to be able to look at everybody what they're doing, make sure everything's on the up and up. So yeah, you can do all that. We have liquidity down.
So let's move to a higher level. I have a Honda Accord sitting in my driveway that I
Mhm.
want to put on Binks for sale,
Yes.
just like I would on Craigslist. And now I want to accept Bitcoin. And this Honda Accord, somebody's giving me $24,000 for this car.
Yes.
They test drive it. They're on Binks as well. They test drive it. They like the car. They send me $24,000 in Bitcoin to the Binks wallet, and I
Yes.
can then move my Bitcoin off of the Binks platform into my own private wallet, and everything is done.
Yes.
Okay.
Just the way
So
you're describing.
there
The
are
way
no
you do
minimum.
that process is you would literally click on this commerce button right here, right?
Uh,
And you would click on, for example, sell, right? So we haven't sold any cars yet, but we've sold like refrigerators, guitars, So you would click on like other, for example, right? Here, you would literally click on the image, right? So you want to find your image, right? Camera. For the sake of keeping it simple, I would take a picture of the phone, right? Matter of fact, let me grab the iPhone because I like the camera on that one better. So click on commerce, click on sell, sorry, electronics. You click on the image, right? For the sake of brevity, we're going to do the photo library, right? And let's find something. Oh, how about these? Let's just say we're selling these yucca fins, right? So there they are. Now, the next thing you would do is you would set the picture. You would put in the title, the category it's in, a description, and then you would add here. You would just put, for example, fins or yucca fins with the comma after each one, so that when people search, they search those keywords.
And you can tell the app whether or not you only want Bitcoin or cash, or
Yes.
do people have the opportunity to do either or.
So let me show you. The cool thing about it is that you can. So let's go through this process. So let's say we're selling these yucca fins, right? We would put that probably in like sports and leisure. Oh, that's good. Great swim fins. Done. Then here you would put swim fins. And then maybe, I don't know, surfing fins.
Just keywords.
Yeah, just any keywords that you think are the ones that in that particular, whatever it is you're selling would be what people are looking for. Because obviously we can't know every item that's for sale, you know?
Right.
So I click next. Now this is what you're asking about, right? So you can actually put the price in dollars. So let's say those are $90 swim fins, right? And let's say you say, okay, I actually want people to pay me in Bitcoin. I'm not interested in even the dollars yet. So you can actually say, I want 10% off if they use Bitcoin.
Okay.
All right. Click next. Now here you would put your location. Now it's not your address. It's just the city you're in, right? Because we talked about the fact that we're trying to make a community. So here you would put Los Angeles. Set location, right? Then all the stuff you wanted. You click post. Your product has been uploaded successfully. And that's it. Now, when someone wants to buy that, they click on buy and then they search for it and find it. It's really that simple.
So I have two questions.
Mhm.
Geographically, are you US based only? Is this US, Canada, Africa?
We're only in the US right now. Yeah. We're
Only
only in the US.
right now.
Yeah.
Second question, can you give us some examples of things that people have sold for Bitcoin thus far? Just a couple examples.
Yeah. So about a week and a half ago, we sold a refrigerator, basically brand new. Someone that registered their business here, and somebody was asking for a refrigerator. I said, hey, well, check out that business. And they went there and made the purchase in Bitcoin. We've also had a guitar. We've also had, what else? A pair of skates, but no cars or anything like that just yet.
Okay.
But we're working on it. We want that. So don't worry.
So we have a couple of questions from the floor on, I think they're on YouTube. And Michelle asked, is there a fee for the services for either the buyer or the seller?
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Let me go ahead and share that. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Okay, cool. Can you share the screen? Oh, there we go. Perfect. So as you can see, right? So we charge 4% for the internal transactions. Those are the ones that I showed you where it goes from user to user, right? We charge 8% for conversions from BTC to USD. So if you want to convert it back and forth, it's 8%. There's an 8% charge for purchasing Bitcoin because we do sell Bitcoin on the app. Oh, hold on. So here you can purchase coin, right? Let me pull that up. So as you can see right here, I can click on purchase coin, right? You can put in the amount. Now, right now, currently, you can do credit cards. Only up to $100 at this point. Very soon, within the next month, we're going to have ACH. So you're going to be able to do larger amounts like a car where you'll be able to direct deposit it into your Binks account from the bank.
Wow. Okay.
So that's in the works.
And so 8% charge. So let me put this in the proper perspective for individuals. So as you all know, and I talk about all the time, that different exchanges have different prices for their how they mark up their fees, how they do different things. And this definitely beats going to an ATM machine, because those ATM machines are anywhere from 12 to 50% to do these types of transactions. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can get rid of your unwanted items by selling them for Bitcoin on this app, I think it's an incredible opportunity, because most of the stuff sitting in our closets or in our backyards or garages for that matter, we can definitely earn some Bitcoin. And I don't think, I mean, a percentage of something is better than
No
nothing.
percentage of nothing. Yes, I agree.
Right. So, and I don't even think this is a lot for the service that's being offered, because literally, I don't know of any other platform that allows you to sell your goods and services like this in such a seamless way. And I'm all about user experience. And I'm going to definitely be utilizing this and building my village around me and my city, to see if we can not see if we're not going to see if anything. We're going
Yeah, do
to
it.
definitely utilize this to make sure that we're able to transform some of our unused items into Bitcoin instead of just having to buy Bitcoin all the time. I think this is great. Now let's switch over to businesses. So we're here for Bitcoin Business Basics. I am a business owner and I do taxes. Let's just keep it simple. I do taxes. I charge by the hour, and I need to bill my client $5,000 because they have these complicated crypto taxes, and I need to bill for $5,000. How do I do that on your app?
So what you would do is, let me go ahead and pull this up. All right. So here, if you wanted to receive, right, you would literally say use camera. Now here you would enter the amount. Let's say you want to receive 5,000, like you said, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I would put in 5,000, click submit. And this QR code contains your blockchain address so that people can send you Bitcoin or dollars through the app. As simple as that sounds. So literally you click on use camera to receive. And if the other user, for example, wants to send using the camera, this is what it looks like. So now this part isn't perfect, but you can create a QR code. So I'll do it once again. So let's do it in Bitcoin this time. Done. So I'm going to say I want 0.0001, which is $6 and some change right now. I click submit and it creates a QR code. So that's how you would charge somebody without necessarily giving up your username or having to sit there and write it out. So a business would probably use the QR code more than a single person.
Sorry, y'all. The binging is notifications in one of my apps.
Oh, okay. That's
Since
good.
I'm live, I can't. I'm not going to stop it right now. But
Okay.
hopefully, that's the virtual underground railroad. So somebody is liking everything that's inside of there, which is great.
Great.
So hopefully they stop liking in a second. So I have a quick question. So if I wanted to send this as an invoice, let's just say for rent, because I do have some people that pay me in Bitcoin and rent, I can send this QR code. They can
Correct.
pay rent through the app as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So the best case scenario would be for you to go ahead and sign them up and then just have them pay you through the app. Can they pay you through the blockchain? Of course. But then obviously there's more charges doing it that way, as you can see. So it's like, for example, it would only be a 4% charge minus the commission you get on top of it if you did it from user to user. But if they send it to you through the blockchain, then that would just be the charge for when you want to. Receiving it is free, but if you wanted to then convert it, then we would be charging that 8%.
Okay, so let me just make sure we're clear for
Yes.
all of our users. If I accept send the QR code for somebody pay me their rent in Bitcoin, I am charged the 4% for the actual transaction coming in.
Actually, even less. The sender is charged 2%, and the receiver is charged 2%.
So that's coming in.
Correct.
So then when I get ready to send it out to my private wallet, I'm charged what percent?
8% charge for sending BTC to an external wallet.
8. So I'm want to make sure that everybody is clear.
And that includes the network fee, by the way. So I want everyone to understand that there's we're not adding a network fee on top of this 8%. It's an 8% flat.
Okay. All right. So we got a couple of great questions coming up. Christopher Johnson says, "Yo, we are live in the blockchain." That is a
yes.
That's what's up. So that was just a comment, not a question. But somebody also made another comment, and I'm going to show it to you really quick. Mm-hmm. It says, there are propositions being developed by regulators to track transactions. If you transact in fiat, the banks will flag these transactions. What is going to be the standard moving forward with BTC?
Oh, wow. The lawyers that I have, because what you're talking about is, KYC laws, right? Know your customer. When you sign up, which, hopefully we will go through the process, here, you actually have to give up your phone number. For the most part, how it stands right now, regulators just want to make sure that you either have a phone number or a name, because those are linked to actual people. You need to have those two in order to abide by these know your customer laws. But to be honest, right now, it's kind of the wild, wild west. This is the blockchain space. This is where we at. Now, if the banks say this is the way you got to do it, I'm all for it. I mean, the more if we get some regulation, the value of Bitcoin is going to skyrocket to $1 million a piece, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion.
All right. Well, y'all better dollar cost average your way into Bitcoin before it becomes regulated. Because you heard it here. Enrique said once regulation comes in, everybody's going to feel safe and the price of Bitcoin is going to go up. So keep doing your dollar cost average. Again, this is, I didn't ever say it. This is for educational purposes only. Neither Enrique or Najah Roberts are financial advisors providing financial advice. But I'm telling y'all, I know what is coming up. And we are going to definitely need to get ahead of this thing. So, please take heed to what we're saying. So the next question, really quick, is there a way, Cheryl asked, is there a way to see if a specific region, city, or state shows the number of users in that area?
Well, that's a good question. You know what? No, and I'm going to write that one down. That's a good idea. That's a great no. Currently, no. But that's a great idea. There should be a base number.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have that currently, but I'm definitely going to look into that and see how we can do that. Absolutely. Good idea, Cheryl. Thank you.
Okie dokie. So we got that one. And somebody else asked, a young lady named Michelle, asked, how soon will your platform for selling products be prepared to allow shipping like an Amazon and an eBay?
So we're looking at probably, I want to say, early to mid 2022 to have it so that we're able to look at shipping addresses and what's needed in order to make sure that you receive it and or you get the refund in case you do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then a fabulous young lady, all of our listeners and viewers, we appreciate you and we know that you are fabulous. So
our customer support, that's a great question. So let me show you exactly where that is. So on the app, right here in the hamburger menu, you click on help. And here you can create a ticket. There is a live person there all day answering these tickets. If there's any problem with the app, you create this ticket. If you need to talk on a phone call, then this is the process to go through to do that.
Man, we got some bomb viewers right here. They are hitting They
Yeah,
are
no, these are good questions. This is really good. I'm happy. This makes me happy. Like,
I'm
this is great. This is what I wanted. This is awesome.
I'm acting like in living color because I'm about to say, bam,
Bam!
look at this question.
All right. Since Binks is acting as a marketplace, like,
As a marketplace like eBay,
yeah.
the
So,
company collects sales tax.
yeah, you're absolutely right. 2022, first
Hold on
quarter.
a second. Let me get this to the people on Clubhouse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
they don't know what she asked.
Yeah.
Since Binks is acting as a marketplace like eBay, will the company collect sales taxes on behalf of sellers, buyers purchasing goods?
Yeah, so we're working that out right now, kind of leading back to the previous question. As we set up the way for you to be able to ship your products and receive, we're working on setting up the whole sales tax and everything set up then.
So sales
At
tax
this point, we do not.
Bitcoin.
I'm sorry?
The sales tax would have to be collected in Bitcoin.
Correct. Yeah. What we're setting it up is that we're taking the sales tax percentage and then deducting from the purchase price, or adding to it, aggregating, in other words. That's how we're kind of trying to set it up.
And
But
I
it's a
know
little difficult because of the fluctuation in value of Bitcoin. So we're working on a system where you kind of lock in a price of the Bitcoin, and then that's done. Then we pay sales tax on that once the recipient receives the product.
Okay. All right. And a couple of people said thank you for answering that. And then next up, we have Kim, who is asking, how will you monitor the sale of goods to ensure no illegal or illicit activities or services are sold?
Yeah, 100%. So when you post a product for sale, it usually takes about maybe six hours to a day for it to actually be shown. There is actually a physical person that looks at the product and makes sure it's nothing that's illegal in your area, or illegal, period.
All right. Well, they all said cool, thank you. As you can probably see, cool, thanks.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Michelle Richardson says thank you as well. We appreciate you all being on. And for those of you that are on Clubhouse, if there's any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. Enrique is actually on the stage, but he's on the screen as well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. I will bring you up to the stage so you can ask that question. And we are going to so Enrique, is there anything else that you want to share with us that that we haven't covered today?
Well, just kind of reiterating what we're trying to accomplish here, right? So the community we build together will allow us to sell products like eBay, just like you said, as well as services like Angie's List. Now, here's where it will really take off, right? It's going to allow you to approach businesses large and small to accept Binks as a payment service. And like I showed you, you can earn a residual income for sharing it once.
Wow, that is incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen who joined late, you can go home tonight, find something at your house that you want to sell on Binks, go to the World Wide Web and down. So tell us how to get on the app one more time.
Absolutely. So let me go ahead, and just so everybody knows, when you sign up, please use the username Najah. Let me actually put that into the comment. Oh, I don't know if I can comment, but
I have one. I'm going to type it in as you tell me. What is
Najah 2470. So your username is Najah 2470. So when you sign up, and I'm going to show you how to sign up right now, please use that. So Najah, gets credit because, she's helping me and we're all helping.
What do they do? Binkx.com.
So let me go ahead and go through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and log out. Right. So go ahead and click on sign up.
Okay, so wait. First, we're going to binkx.com/Najah.
No. Just go to binkx.com.
Okay,
That's it. And then click on the green button, sign up.
Okay, hold on. Let me pin them the link because I'm doing this because I literally said I was going to wait till today. So the link is above you all's head if you want to follow along while he's on Clubhouse with us. Click on Binkx.com or go to binkx.com on your cell phone, and we're putting that in the chat. Okay, then what's the next step?
Then once you click on sign up, in the second box, you're going to put in your phone number, right? So I'm going to go ahead and let me actually take it out because
I'm going to go as well.
People blow up my phone. Hold up. So you're going to put in your phone number into the second box. Then you're going to click on, let me go. Okay, now I covered it up. So let me go ahead and click on get text password. Oh, there it is. Now click on close. And there it is. So 8796.
So so you're gonna click it. It's gonna send you a text message code. That's how you're doing the KYC, the know your
exactly. Yes. So this is how we stay legal, right? So that in case there's some illicit activity, your phone number is linked to you. So with your phone number, anybody can find you. So this is how we're able to abide by these laws. So that's why you have to take this step.
Okay.
Then I click next. Now, in these first two boxes, they're going to say admin for you, but don't put admin. I want you to put Najah.
Najah.
Exactly.
And that means Najah goes 24/7 and 0.
we're gonna fix that up. Don't worry.
Najah 2470. So yes.
470.
I should say 2470 because it's not an O, it's a 0.
It's a 0, yeah, correct. So please put that into the first two boxes so that she gets credit. Then in the next box, you're gonna put in your email, right? So I'm just gonna put in a test email.
This is pretty easy, user friendly.
Yes.
I'm trying to keep looking up and mess with my phone, but I don't want to cut them off on Clubhouse. So I'm not going to do much more. I'm going to just watch you.
Okay, so it goes ahead and checks the email, make sure that it hasn't been registered already.
Okay.
Then you're going to put in your first name. So I'm just going to put in a fake name, right? My alias, Ricky Santos.
I'm going home and sell all my shoes for Bitcoin tonight.
Yes. So then and in the next box, after you put in your name, you're going to create a username, right? So just to keep it simple, I'm just going to use today's date. So we're going to say test what is it? We're on 11/9/21.
Okay. 11/9/21. Yes.
Yes. Now let me go ahead and take this out just because I don't want to expose this password. And then, okay, so as you can see, I put in the password, right, in both boxes. So the first box was just to put it in, the next box to confirm.
Right.
I'm gonna click on register. Oh, password mismatch.
Take it back off the screen.
Yeah.
And while you're taking it back off the screen, Michelle is asking, does Binks allow one to promote their business on the platform as well?
Absolutely. So let me show you how you can register your business. Give me 1 second. Let me just let this populate.
Yep, we'll let you do this. This is really interesting, and we're going a little bit longer, family, because we want to go and sell all our goods that we're not using for Bitcoin tonight and make some things happen in the next week.
So there it is, right? So I registered it. I click OK. Now let me go ahead and put test, use test. And there is the brand new Bitcoin wallet. It's that easy. Now let me show you how you generate your Bitcoin address. That's even simpler. Just click here and go to Bitcoin address, generate Bitcoin address. And that is a real, actual blockchain Bitcoin address that anybody in the world can send you Bitcoin through.
Enrique, look at the screen.
Oh, it's going crazy, right? Everyone loves it.
Yes, Enrique, this is so cool. Your little buddy, Ivan, just told me to become an affiliate.
Hey, Ivan, I remember we set them bones. So you can also generate a new address. So one of the things about blockchain is that it's important to use a new address for each transaction, just because it makes it safer and more anonymous. So you can actually do that too. So you can generate a new one here as well. I'm gonna click on generate a new address. And there it is. Oh, that's my dog. Hold on. Let me close the door.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, just to reset the room really quickly, you can now, we have like a Craigslist, Angie's List type of thing where you can sell goods and services and receive Bitcoin just like you could on a Craigslist or
Mhm.
offer up or something like that. It is
So,
called Binks. The link is up above. And he just gave me my own affiliate code, which is Najah2470. So I am super excited about that.
so now she asked about you have a business, right? So
Uh,
same thing. It's on the commerce section. So you just click here and you click on sell. And here you would have services, right? Now, if you have a restaurant, it's food. If you have a storefront, same thing. So if you have a service, I don't know, a babysitting service, whatever it is, it's the same process. So you would put all that information here, and then people can message you and find you and pay you in Bitcoin through the app. That's how you would register your service and or business.
So it's not different from your personal persona.
No, not at this point.
So they do a
Once we get the
personal.
sales tax set up, then we'll do the business taxes because that's what it's going to take.
Okay. All right. So we're looking at that quarter 2022,
Yes, yes, yes.
quarter 2020.
Yes, to set up the sales tax and the drop shipping because that's what people are asking about Amazon drop shipping. And it's cool. People, please start a business that way. If you have a product you want to sell, uh, by all means, help me help you. You know.
All right. Well, Clubhouse, we are going to let you all ask any questions that you have. Anybody on Clubhouse that has any questions, please feel free. Um, please feel free. Somebody has Eric. Somebody is sharing with me that Najah.crypto. We'll look that up. But if anybody is approached by Najah.crypto, it is a fake account. It is definitely not me. So make sure if you're on YouTube or Facebook or anything and you're getting contacted by Najah.crypto, it is a fake account. And thank you for that to our phenomenal staff that is watching over our community to make sure that nothing gets past us that shouldn't be there. So, with that, Enrique, we are at the top of the hour exactly.
Yeah.
This has been incredible. I am looking so forward to partnering with you.
Yes.
We have many, many great opportunities that are coming our way as it relates to advertising and really getting the word out there because we want folks to know even if you don't have money to buy Bitcoin, there is a way to acquire Bitcoin. Sell some of that stuff you got sitting at home.
Yeah.
That's my new message.
Yeah.
Sell it on me. And
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to having you on a couple of different platforms so we can spread the word.
Oh,
And
my mom coming. She's excited. She's watching, I think.
oh, really? Okay, wonderful. So Michelle asked, does Binks send out updates to keep us informed?
Yeah, so we send either biweekly or weekly. We send you an email, kind of a slash newsletter, which talks about big items for sale or any future changes. So you should receive in the same email you register with. You'll receive a weekly or to biweekly updates.
All right. Well, that is awesome. Well, with that, I'm just going to thank each and every one of our listeners. First of all, those of you that are online, I want to say thank you for coming out today. Those of you that are on Clubhouse, just know you just made history because this is our first Bitcoin business basics inside a Clubhouse on our own platform, which is Crypto Blockchain Plug. I've had it actually for about 5 or 6 months. We've never even used it until today. So please press the green house above. We're going to host all of our wine, women, and cryptos, all of our Bitcoin business basics, all of our on the blocks, all of our different events that we're going to be holding on the Crypto Blockchain Plug platform on Clubhouse as well. The things that are straight Bitcoin and nothing else we'll definitely still do in the Black Bitcoin Billionaires. I just want to make sure, that our community is well-rounded and are figuring out different ways to acquire Bitcoin because we have really got to get into this space and get together quick. You all look for me in the Binks app because I'm going home tonight, as I said, and I bet you when you wake up, I at least have 10 pairs of shoes on Binks that I am selling for Bitcoin specifically. I actually have some brand new Nike tennis shoes that are going up for sale for $60. If you are in the Los Angeles area, I'm going to put them on Binks so I can earn me some Bitcoin because the price of Bitcoin is going through the roof. And so we want to make sure that we're earning Bitcoin however we can. And this is going to definitely replace Craigslist.
Mhm.
What else? Offer up, let it go.
Yeah.
This is our new Bitcoin app in that space. So we're excited. So no matter where you are in the US, please download it. If you need the link, please go ahead and reach out to me. I will give you my user affiliate code that I just got tonight. And thank you all for joining Bitcoin Business Basics, where you get so much value for
Yes.
your hours spent. And this by far has been an incredible way for us to earn Bitcoin by using things in our house that we no longer want. So with that being said, thank you all. This room on Clubhouse is going to close in excellence as they do in the Black Metaverse. And
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, and we are gone. Have an incredible day and talk to y'all soon.